Hey guys, Shion Andrew Stigliano of United Martial Arts Center. Just wanted to talk a little bit about wrist locks. Okay, a lot of schools do wrist locks. We do wrist locks. Everybody does them a little bit different. The problem with that is that when one teacher tells another student or another teacher that they're doing it wrong. Okay, the way I look at it is there's no wrong way to do a wrist lock. It's like there's no real wrong way to punch. You know, some people have their thumb on the outside or on the top. The main principles apply. If you have your fist closed up and you're protecting the bones, then it's a good punch. Some people even teach a speed punch, which still works. Wrist locks. There's many ways to do wrist lock. Okay, just for instance, we don't use the Japanese terms in our school. Long story, we'll get into it. But the thing is with the thumb pad, okay, you reach for that and you reach across. This thumb is supposed to go into like a little pressure point here. Okay, and then this hand goes on the other side and it can crisscross. It can crisscross and then apply pressure in and out, okay? Or it can go side by side. Okay, personally I feel like it's not enough meat. So I like to grab as much of the hand as possible. It doesn't make it wrong. Okay, and some people, they kind of grab onto the arm here. That won't work. It's not a wrist lock, this is wrist support. So again, thumb across and in. Press and turn. If you can get that wrist manipulation in there, then it's a wrist lock. It's a wrist manipulation. The same thing on the other side. Okay, I can reach it again for the thumb, like that. And you can't see my thumb, but it's in between his ring finger and pinky. And then this hand comes across and crushes it in and down. Okay, if I flip this over for the other wrist lock, it's again pinky, and my thumb reaches across. Reaches all the way across by his thumb. I'm going to crush that hand a little bit, and then crisscross and press in and down. Okay, because what we're doing is trying to apply pressure against the joint. And the joint naturally does bend this way. We want to hyperextend this joint. We want to hyperflex it. We want to really put the pressure on it. And that causes the pain because the person who's getting the lock done is not ready for it. Okay, they're not prepared for it. If Mr. Cliff wanted to tighten up his arm, I'm not going to be able to do a wrist lock. There's just no way. No way. So all we have to do is loosen them up to apply the wrist lock. So if somebody's not ready for a wrist lock or doesn't want it, it won't work. That's my other issue with wrist locks. Right? We get into a fight, we're like, hey, yeah, hey, yo, I studied jiu-jitsu. Yeah, that's not going to work because he's ready to punch me in the face. Okay? Or if he just grabs and I'm like, oh yeah, boom. I'm like, oh, wrist lock. He's not going to he's going to tighten up even harder. I'm not going to be able to get him off. If you want to apply a good wrist lock, you have to take the concentration from the man. Okay? His intention is to hurt you, grab you. Okay? And he's doing it with power and force. So we need to get that power and force out of here and put it back in here to make this loose. Once it's loose, we can apply the lock. Okay? Just for instance, even if it's a choke, his arms are bolt on, he's choking and choking and choking. His arms are strong. But if I take this strength and I get rid of it, even if I just go into the ears and teach the women, now his arms just got soft. So I can reach over. Wham! This is soft. It's bending now. Bending. Okay? I'll do that out of wrist lock right there. Pressing it in. So if you want to work on your locks, get your grip proper. Get a good grip. Control the hand to put pressure on the wrist. Also make sure that the attacker doesn't have his full faculties about him, that he's not concentrating on hurting you and attacking you. Put him on the defense, and your wrist locks are guaranteed to work. And another good tip for you is practice them slow. Build up the sensitivity. Okay? Get that little finesse in this. It is a martial art. Okay? Get the finesse, and then as you get better at it, you can apply it harder to bigger people. All right? Go practice your locks, all your locks that you all know, and get better at it.